The poor kids of Australia. How does an Australian cuppa compare? Vegemite, I might like it, I might not. That is unreal. I have really high hopes for these. Oh, I don't like that at all. Cheers. Good day, mate. I'm so bad at accents and I spent a fiver on this hat, so you best believe it, I'm going to be wearing it. Hello everyone, welcome back. I do have my hair in a bun, which is why my hat looks funny. I mean, not that it would look any better if I didn't have my hair in a bun. Today, obviously, I'm going to be eating an Australian diet for the entire day. This is part of my Eat Around the World with Han series. Not formally called that, it doesn't actually have a name, but so far I've done British, which is what I am. I've done American, and next up we have Australian. I'm thinking of doing Scottish next because I think that'd be funny, although haggis kind of terrifies me. But today we're off to Oz. I feel like I'm in the jungle. What's these little dangly bits for? Is it for like keeping the flies away? I feel like I should be hiking through the outback, but instead I am in Essex in the UK, just outside of London town. My mum actually used to live in Australia, so she gave me a few tips. She told me they used to have stubbies, which is like a beer, I think. So without further ado, let's head back to breakfast this morning, and then you'll be all caught up on what's happened so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below, where would you like to see me eat from next. Also, let me know, was it worth me buying this hat for the intro or not? Wasted a fiver on this. Okay, so first of all, for breakfast, of course, it had to be Vegemite. I have never ever tried Vegemite. I have no idea what it's going to taste like. It looks like Marmite, and I do like Marmite. Oh, but it smells a bit like beef. Oh, like if Marmite had beef in it. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that on toast, but I'm going to try it. And then I also love a cup of tea in the morning, but an English breakfast tea does not fit the bill. So today we have Australian bush tea. Now, I didn't even think twice about this. I just assumed it would be like an Australian PG Tips. It's not actually tea bags. It's just like the inside of a tea bag. Grown in tropical North Queensland. It looks very authentic, doesn't it? This is what the Australian bush tea looks like. I have no idea how much of this makes one cup of tea. If I'd have thought ahead, I would have done a bit more research, but I'm just going to guess maybe like 2 tablespoons for 1 cup of tea. That could be completely wrong. Any Australians watching this video are probably thinking, oh my god. And voila. Thank God we've got a teapot, because I don't even know what I would have done otherwise. It looks very dark. So far I'm thinking that I've put way too much in, but I'm hoping it's going to taste similar to English tea. I love a cup of tea in the morning. Come on, Australia, I have high hopes for you. I can only laugh at myself, honestly. Just call me a genius. Look at that, clear as day. I mean, it's very dark. I put a little splash of cold water in there, and I don't actually know whether Australians drink this bush tea like this or whether they would add milk and sugar like I usually would with English breakfast tea. I usually have 2 sugars, 3 if I'm treating myself, not gonna lie. So let's try it like this first of all. Oh, absolutely not. But then I wouldn't like English breakfast tea like that either. Alright, I've just added 2 sugars. This could potentially be criminal to this tea, I don't know. And a little splash of milk. Oh, that's a bit too much, never mind. See, now that looks very similar to my normal cup of tea. How does an Australian cuppa compare? Let's see. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It tastes like the kind of tea bags they have in hotels here. It's never the same as what you have at home, but it's drinkable. That's what this is like. Do Australians have butter with Vegemite? Yep, spread lightly on buttered toast. Vegemite. Oh, I was expecting it to be stringy like Marmite. So far, I'm not sure how I feel about it, I've got to be honest. Well, I have to say, it's a lot easier to apply than Marmite. Breakfast is served. Vegemite, I might like it, I might not. It smells like if you mixed Marmite with gravy. I've torn it in half so I can get a good try. Oh, I'm not really a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I really wanted to like it, but it tastes like beef on toast. If I was on my deathbed, I could eat it. If I'm anywhere but my deathbed, I would never choose to. I thought because it's called Vegemite, it would be more veggies, not beef. Why is it not called Beefy-mite? Okie dokie then, my little Australian friends. Next up we have lunchtime because it is now lunch and I didn't eat the Vegemite, so I'm quite hungry. I actually had no idea what Australians have for lunch at all, but when I did some Googling, did a little bit of research for this video, I saw that one of the most popular dishes in Australia is a meat pie. How random. To me, a meat pie is a really cosy meal for like a cold day, you know, cold autumn vibes. Do Australia ever have cold days? Now, I've actually found a video of a man making a perfect Australian mince beef pie because I'm not about to just go to Asda and buy a bird's eye one. No, thank you. The comments were like, this made me homesick. I love this pie so much. I miss an Australian meat pie, so let's make it.
Let's make some Aussie meat pies on the One Pot Chef.
Okay, step one is to cook some onions in some olive oil, and then I'm gonna add the minced beef once these onions have softened. I love that this is all done in one pot. Go on, Australia, making life easy. Next up, we add 1 tablespoon of corn flour. I'm not sure why. Next up, 3/4 of a cup of beef stock. That might have been too much. It's at this point where I cross my fingers. Worcestershire sauce is next, 2 tablespoons of this. The next ingredient is tomato sauce, not ketchup. The only one I could get had a little bit of basil in it, so I'm hoping that'll be all right. But about 3/4 of a cup of this. I've definitely put too much beef stock in there, but we're working with what's happened. This smells delicious, I'm not gonna lie to you. A bit of salt and a bit of pepper. I know it just looks like a bolognese right now, but this smells divine. I'm gonna let this simmer for about 8 minutes, and apparently it's gonna thicken up quite a lot. Okay, so I've finished cooking the filling, and this recipe actually makes 4 pies, like 4 medium-sized pies, I'd guess, like not massive family sharing pies. I think you buy them singly in Australia, a bit like Greg's. I'm thinking steak bake, but like a proper pie. So yeah, I've made the filling, but I've just used what the man told me to use because I'm gonna save the rest of the filling and we're gonna have that tomorrow for dinner as a family, probably like with jacket potatoes or something. For now, I'm just gonna use enough for my one singular lonely pie. Here's my little pie. I'm about to put my filling in and then put the lid on and do a little egg wash. Oh, my hat's strangling me. It's not very comfortable. How do the middle-aged Australian men do it? You always see people in films walking along with their hat like that, don't you? How do they not feel like their breath is being restricted? While we wait for the pie to cool down, let's see what the dog thinks of the hat. Whoa, what's that? £5 well spent, finally. Well, at least someone rates the hat. I've outdone myself with this. Look at this. But doesn't that look so good? Right, I think Australians just bite it like it's a steak bake, but it's so hot I can barely even pick it up. Cheers to an Aussie meat pie. This is the nicest thing I've made in 2020. Didn't take much. It's the combination of flavours for me. And for a drink, I actually picked up, hang on, let me get the bottle. Here we go, I've returned. So, I got this on the Australian website that's in the UK. I'll link it in the description down below. This is the Schweppes raspberry flavoured premium cordial. I don't think we have this in the UK. I've never even seen raspberry flavoured cordial, basically raspberry squash. But that is what I've got, so let's give it a taste test. Oh my gosh, that tastes so familiar. Oh, what is it? It's some kind of raspberry sweet, like a chewy sweet, or maybe it's an ice lolly. Whatever it is, I like it. This lunch is going down a treat. I saw online it's also a popular option after a night out. I could get on board with that. Alrighty then, so it's now not that long since I've had lunch, but this is my scheduled afternoon snack. Not gonna lie, this is definitely the section I've been most excited for in this video. If it requires trying chocolate, I'm here for it. I actually got some crisps and stuff like that, but I'm gonna have those a bit later on as like a starter for my dinner. These are all from the Australian website. This is the box that arrived. The first thing I picked out is obviously the most popular item, Tim Tams. I've never tried these. They look like penguins. They look exactly the same. Then one of you guys actually helped me out massively with this video over on Instagram, and the next thing I actually wouldn't have the thought of putting in my basket until I read in the message that they recommended these. Tiny Teddies. These are half coated in milk chocolate. I'm guessing they're going to be like little biscuits or something. They look really cute. I'm guessing they're like for kids. And then I got 2 types of chocolate bars, mostly because I just the ingredient. I thought these sounded delicious. So the first, they're both Cadbury, but we definitely don't have these in the UK. So the first one is called Cherry Ripe. I love cherry flavoured things. This says ripe juicy cherries and coconut in old gold rich dark chocolate. That sounds like a chocolate bar that I would create. And then the other one is Cadbury Dairy Milk Black Forest. Now, my favourite dessert ever is a Black Forest Gatto, which is why I picked this one out. I'm going to start with a Tim Tam. I have really high hopes for these. Yes, Tim Tam. Similar to a penguin, just a different flavour of chocolate. I like them. They're not life-changing, but they're alright and I will finish these. I've just noticed something. Why would they put this on the packet? 0.5 health star rating. Tim Tam, why are you bragging about that? Here's Tiny Teddy. Oh, tastes like a dog biscuit. Oh, I don't like that at all. The chocolate's alright, but the biscuit genuinely tastes like a dog biscuit. Next up, let's go for the Cadbury's Cherry Ripe. Cheers. Oh my goodness. That is unreal. Oh my god, I love this. This is the best thing about Australia. Most people would disagree, but it's basically like a Bounty with cherry in it as well. I am going to finish that later. I'm not going to eat all of these right now. But the next thing I'm going to try is the Black Forest Cadbury bar. Classic Cadbury bar that we know and love. Oh, overall taste lovely. The texture's a bit strange. It's got like bits of biscuit in it and it's also got like sweets in it, like little jellies. I definitely prefer this one. I might have to just order these in bulk from this website. Anyone from the UK Cadbury team is watching, start stocking these somewhere. I would travel for them, not to Australia though. So, dinner time. It's 7:30 now. It is getting dark and obviously for dinner it had to be a barbecue, didn't it? I mean, my family love a barbie anyway. We have barbecues most nights in the summer, I'm not even joking. So this isn't really anything out of the usual for us. However, I googled what's actually in an Australian barbecue and it's pretty much the same as what we have. I did see that quite a popular thing is having a sausage in a roll with some onions. I personally don't usually have that. I usually have just chicken and maybe a sausage on its own sometimes. So I know this isn't very inventive, having a sausage in a roll and calling it Australian, but that's genuinely all I could find. I couldn't find any sides that Australians usually have. I don't know if they have fries with it. I don't know what kind of salad they have, if they have anything at all. But anyway, as promised, I am going to have a little starter of a couple of savoury snacks that I picked up. So the first, these are both from the Australian website as well, burger rings. Now, I love burgers and I love onion rings, so I have high hopes for these. They're nice. They're like the consistency of Monster Munch. And is there beef Monster Munch in the UK, or am I imagining that? I haven't had Monster Munch for years, but that's the vibe I'm getting from these. I like them a lot. And the other thing was actually a suggestion from one of you guys. Shapes Originals. These are the cheddar ones. Apparently the pizza ones are nicer, but they were sold out on the website. Absolutely gutted. Are you joking me? They're called Shapes. They're the most boring shape of all. Guess what shape they are? A rectangle. Are you joking me, mate? You could at least be like a hexagon or something to be a bit exciting. They taste exactly like mini cheddars, but they're a lot harder than mini cheddars. I can imagine the pizza version are delish. Australian crisps, I rate them a lot. Especially the burger rings, they're my fave. Okay, here we have the meat on the barbecue, the sausages and the chicken. I'm gonna have the sausages in a roll with some onions, because I think that's what they have in Australia. We don't have any shrimp on the barbie, because one, I don't like prawns, and two, we couldn't get to the shop in time before this video, to be honest. So sausages in a roll it is. Alrighty then, here's tonight's dinner. So first of all, we have got the sausage and onion in a bread roll kind of thing. Gonna put a little bit of ketchup on there. I've got some fries with it, some coleslaw, some bean salad and some rice salad. And also to drink, I picked this out from the Australian website, Kirk's cream soda. It says, this ain't just any cream in soda. This is Kirk's, as classic as the sound of an ice cream truck on a hot summer's day. Oh, it's pink. Our cream soda looks like lemonade. Let's have you, Kirk. Oh, that is lovely, to be fair. Come on, Kirk. Smashed it, hun. Oh my god, guys, I can't believe I forgot this. Obviously, it's a new day now, and I didn't have any dessert. I had it ready and waiting, and I just forgot. So I'm gonna have it now instead, because I'm actually very excited about this. When I was doing my Googling, one of the snacks caught my eye because it looks a little bit odd. It's called fairy bread, and I think it's pretty much like what you would have in an Australian kids party. I don't know, maybe adults enjoy fairy bread too, but it's basically bread and butter with sprinkles on it. It sounds a little bit suspicious. Let's go and try it. Here we go, got me hundreds and thousands. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you call these? Wherever you are in the world, I usually call them sprinkles. Lots of people call them hundreds and thousands. I wonder how many there actually is in that pot. There must be thousands in there. This feels so wrong. Ew. Okay, fairy bread. It sounds cute, it looks cute. Let's see if it tastes cute. It's a bit odd having a crunch on a bit of bread. I can't say I'll be making it again. The poor kids of Australia. So many snacks in the world and you give them fairy bread. I got any sprinkles in my teeth? But anyway, my loves, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I did an Australian diet justice. I'm trying to get these videos as accurate as possible, but it is difficult sometimes to know like actual authentic dishes. Authentic dishes. I've just eaten bread with sprinkles on it. But do let me know in the comments down below, where would you like to see me eat from next? I'm really enjoying this series. Anywhere in the world you can suggest it and I will source the products for it. Do subscribe to see my future videos, but for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you again soon with another one. Bye guys, love ya. Oh man, I forgot I was gonna wear my Australian hat in the outro to get me $5's worth.